All right, guys. So the last time I talked about Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton, I was just pretty much like, I'm exhausted with the situation, and that has not changed. But Tasha K had a few things that she wanted to get off of her chest when it comes to the Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton situation, because apparently there were a lot of people that were like, oh my God, you should be on Funky Dineva's side because Tamar is problematic. And she was like, I don't F with either one of them. And so let's just say she didn't hold back in her usual fashion. And she was definitely direct and to the point, and honestly understood, because this is a man who literally came out of his mouth on his platform to say, I feel unprovoked. When I see you, I'm going to slap the bleep out of you, directly to her. And then the majority of his audience are women. And so to have women say that this woman should defend this man who doesn't stand up for women is just a bit ironic. So when you look at him, it may appear, if you just look at the visuals, it may appear that this is a black man that loves black women, but a lot of people just don't agree with that and don't see it that way. And when you see him in images with people being in proximity to people that are beneficial to him, like this is people who are on the cast of Married to Medicine that he says are friends, but yet he's out here blasting someone that gave him proximity in the industry, Tamar Braxton, but then he's come out and he's done an amazing job of doing a smear campaign on her publicly on social media. And he's saying how hurt he was and things like that. So if these women are not compelled to believe that if he could treat her like that, he has the capability of doing the same things to them, then they deserve everything that they have coming to them. But Tasha K, she was here to let y'all know that I'll never go out for somebody like him. So y'all can save it when it comes to him. But let's get into it, guys. What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind when we rewind.
All right, guys. So she basically was like, look, screw Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. I'm not here caping for her. And I'm definitely not here caping for a man who hates women but uses them for relevance. And when you look at this picture, that actually speaks to exactly what she was saying. But let's get into what she had to say, guys.
On my last video, when I discussed Tamar and Funky Dineva, what makes you think that I was going to take Funky Dineva's side? I actually have winos in the chat asking, why don't you like Funky? Tamar was wrong. At this point, I don't give a damn who was wrong. I don't like neither one of them. Well, I like her music, but he can't sing. Why would y'all do that? Why would y'all even come up here playing with me like that? You already knew what the commentary was going to give. I don't like him. And he was waiting for a moment to drag her, as he's dragged every other black woman that has helped him. And Medicis ain't nobody husband. Let me say that again. Medicis ain't nobody husband. Oh, at no courthouse.
And that's what I was saying. I said the same thing. It was like, He came out here to drag her about the doings and the goings on when it came to Tamar and Mendici, but it's like he ain't married. So what was the tea when it came to her so-called indiscretions when it came to her and this man? That's what I was trying to say. It's like I don't even think we don't even care. And the mere fact that he's not married, it's like, so what was the drag here when it came to that? But okay.
So if she want to sleep with a single man, Tamar can do that. Play with me, talking about why I don't like fucking. Wasn't he the one time he was gonna pull up and he wanted to slap the out of me? But you asking why I don't like him? I'm sorry if I. Let me word this in a way where, because the black nurses are already mad at me. They said that Tasha, it's not black nurses, it's African and Caribbean nurses that's getting the fake degrees. It's not us. I said, ma'am, all of us are African and Caribbean. So why would you separate yourself? And why do you think you black and they not? Last I checked, black and African were black people.
And just pausing for a moment and just correction, they don't consider themselves black, Tasha. They separate themselves from us. So if they separate themselves from us, then I'm okay with the separation, okay? But let's continue because this ain't about that. Just have to say that.
That's how we're all considered. Nobody looks at a person and knows that they're African unless they have on African clothes. Or if they just got on regular clothes, they call them a black person because they're considered black or brown. So I'm sorry to the nurses. It wasn't me dragging the nurses. We need the nurses. I love the nurses. I got a family full of nurses. But the reason they're declassifying the nurses' licenses because everybody was getting it and they were giving it away during COVID. So I apologize for pissing y'all off about that. That is not my intention because I needs me a nurse or two. I don't care if she got a BBL or not. Get me back healthy. But I would prefer somebody named Clara with a real BBL. All I'm saying is that I know that some of y'all that go up over there to watch him suffer from trauma. You're used to men beating you. You're used to men. No, I'm finna go there. No. Because he sit up over there and he drags black women as low as the man be dragging his hole down.
Huh?
Stretched out. Loose. That's why when he sat on the toilet and put the picture up, he posted a picture and got mad that I posted it and pointed out the poop stains on the shiplap and said it was cracks in the shiplap. I said, no, that was the delasticity from your butthole. It can't hold nothing in, so when you sit down, it just splatters everywhere. But I know that some of y'all that sit in their face is because you're lacking something, self-esteem, self-worth, that you need a man like this to make you feel whole. Even though he talks bad about you, talks bad about 9-to-5 workers, talks bad about black women, every black woman that has helped him, he has talked bad about. I wouldn't give a damn who did what to who. I don't like him. It ain't nothing y'all gonna say to make me like him. And he been waiting to drag her. Because like I said from the beginning, Tamar ain't said nothing to that man. He don't like women. He don't like women. He don't like women.
And I'm just gonna end it right there, guys. You can watch the full video and I will put the link in the description box. But she ain't lying about that because the thing about it is when it came to that interview that Tamar did with L'Oreal, if you listen to it and if you watched it, L'Oreal was the one that she didn't say his name. She was talking about this incident that Tamar claimed happened. And Tamar said she threw a birthday party or she threw a birthday party or something like that. And then L'Oreal said, for a friend. And Tamar said, I don't even want to get into that. So was he so offended that Funky Dineva's name, whether it's Quentin Latham or his moniker Funky Dineva, wasn't actually stated? Or was he upset that the actual situation was brought up again, that it brought on some sort of trauma back to his mind about the disrespect that he felt like he endured during that time online and feeling like he was left stranded and abandoned and left to be attacked by people who on their own volition decided to put blame on him for something that I feel like he inserted himself into in the first place. Because it all started, I feel, with him inserting himself into the situation because when people he claimed were asking him questions in his chat, what happened to her? And he started to speak on it and say, I don't know what happened to that lady. And I don't know, and blah, blah, blah. And it was very nonchalant in a joking manner in a way. And just instead of ceasing and desisting the situation himself, he decided to add fuel to the fire. But anyway, I feel like what she was speaking about is in terms of him, like you see in this picture right here, attaching himself to women for visibility, for lifelines, for his platform, and the protection of the female audience that he mainly has, that he pretty much disrespects. And it speaks to how, and most of us know that the most disrespected and unprotected is Black women, but it seems like sometimes the Black women, they contribute to that when they allow themselves to be publicly disrespected and support those that do it. So what she's stating, it's just speaking to a cycle of using women and then trashing them when the spotlight shifts or the mood shifts. And she just made it clear, look, I ain't here to play games. I don't F with the nigga. I don't like him. And if you were expecting me because you feel like he's right in the situation to go up for him, it ain't gonna happen. And I'm not rocking with her either. So it's not about me taking sides, but I'm letting you know I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. So I wanted to I just wanted to speak on that because I thought it was funny, and I like to laugh, and I don't care what anybody says. And this picture right here is funny too because, like, what the F does he have on? He's looking very, I ain't even gonna go there. You let me know what you think he's looking like. You let me know in the comments. Okay. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think about what Tasha K had to say on the situation in the comments, and let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.